So for people that were wondering with yereq Geo, what are these chargers going to be? What are they going to look like? What's the company behind them? I'm happy to give you some insight. The company is called Autel Energy. You can see a line of their equipment. Kind of go through a little bit about the company on these slides. They're number one in the diagnostics market, the automotive diagnostics market, the battery analysis system market, and the digital repair solution market. You can see they're in over 70 countries, 500,000 independent vehicle repair centers, and then you see they've got resources that are dedicated to R&D. Just kind of a timeline of the company, pretty much founded in 2004. Had an initial charging station in 2005, or charging technologies. The automotive division was launched in 2011. We can see the European German branch was established in 2014. Branches in Hong Kong and Vietnam in 2017, and then Autel is actually listed on the Shanghai Exchange. So this is their global footprint and offices in 15 countries. You can see here. So you can see this is not like a little mom and pop shop. This is a full-on company. And then you see that they have manufacturing in some countries in Vietnam and also in China. And warehousing, we see some of the production lines going into and the company office companies. In 2023, they're looking at a U.S. production strategy. So again, there's a site announcement from January. So again, this stuff is this is really up to date. There's engineering, designing, and tooling, U.S. production facilities, and then the AC and DC products are market ready. I've been told that some of these are actually not in 2024, but actually up to date as of right now. In a minute. So we see a U.S. operations base right here in New York. In fact, I've got a couple slides where they're located. Okay, so this is right off of Long Island. You see right there. You can see the facility right here before everything was painted. So off of Google. So they lead through innovation. They've got high-speed charging technology, EV compatibility. They have abilities to test the batteries, and then battery life extension as part of their package. The big thing is they're 99.5% of the vehicles are supported. Ford, Tesla, Volvo, Polestar, Volkswagen, Nissan, BMW, Rivian, GM, and Stellantis. So really, whatever EVs out there, pretty much they are compatible with all of them. And then what we see here is their lineup of their chargers, and we're going to go through some of the technical specs on these chargers. Just note that the one on the far left and the one on the far right are not available in the United States until the third quarter. Every other one that you see available is available right now. So here's a residential charger. So this would be a homeowner that would have their own charging station for their EV. You see it's a level 2 charging station. They have NEMA 4 protection, which is pretty much standard. They're easy to use and convenient. The next is a level 2 AC commercial charging station. Again, it's a very sleek design. It's got a 5-inch touch screen. They have dynamic load balancing built into these chargers, which I think is pretty much across the board on most of their products. Now we have a pedestal version of this where we have dual charging ports right here. A little bit bigger touch screen as well, and again, intelligent load balancing on this level 2 AC pedestal charger. In grade a little bit, we've got a 40 kilowatt max charging capacity, two chargers. Again, you've got a 21-inch touch screen, and again, remote firmware update and troubleshooting. And plug and charge functionality is the max efficiency that's available. Moving on, you're getting into some of the bigger boy chargers. This is a DC fast 240 kilowatt, the 27-inch they call it. So it's got the larger touch screen for advertising displays. This is really a commercial application that we would talk about. Up to 400 amps charging, current and boost mode, and then 60 to 240 scalable by 20 kilowatt power modules. And again, reliable, convenient to operate. So here's kind of nuts and bolts, if you will, of how these chargers are structured, and they can be tailor-made. So it could go from 60 to 240 kilowatts, and it can be configured based on the customer's needs and utility and service constraints. So it could be maybe not feasible to offer a 240 volt kilowatts if that's not available, like readily available in the in your near market or where you're going to place this charger. Again, this is the max charger. This is the big daddy, if you will. This one here is again not available to the third quarter of 2023 here in the United States. Available elsewhere. It's got a huge 55-inch LCD display. These are all weatherproof, and again, it's designed for dynamic load balancing, reliable and convenient to operate. So great chargers. And then this is the other one. This is also looking for the third quarter of 2023 to be released as well. They call it the Maxi Charger V2X. Okay, vehicle to grid X is what we're looking at. So again, this is another example of this. This is the max charger. Okay, and then there's different voltages. High velocity can be tailored, designed and put together, assembled for whatever your application is. Depending if it's heavy commercial or if it really just depends on your need, and then they can build it to suit your location. Again, it's third quarter of 2023. Now, so it's great you have chargers, but then how does the software work? How does everything work harmoniously? How do people actually charge their vehicles, right? Why this is what makes them kind of stand out is they have everything mobile. It's a one-stop SaaS solution. So Android, iOS apps, as well as desktop that they are integrated to and on the go. So they have their own network cloud framework. They have their own maintenance platform, which is very important when you're into this space. They have AI, big data analysis. They can actually improve the efficiency and reduce overhead or the O&M costs, if you will. So the operational platform is something that's also very important. Again, it's for station management. It's convenient. It's hassle-free income and insights on how to grow your business. And then the content management. So they have it all wrapped up in their platform. Independent R&D, a CMS, customer management service, as well as globalized content resources and AI interaction advertising. So here again, we have examples of the iOS and the Android charge apps. So then, you basically can go in. Customers will just download the app for free. They can schedule their charging sessions, and then they have the dynamic load balancing that we've talked about before to ensure that there's a very high charging speed. There's also charge history and self-service invoicing. So again, one-click invoicing makes reimbursement more convenient. Again, it's a very user-friendly interface. It makes it easy for you to learn all the functions of the app. So the idea behind it is you can track, manage, and optimize your EV charging capability. Again, there's configuration app. Helps you to configure your charging station, if you will, and helps you maintain and to also troubleshoot any issues that you might see. So again, autel they've thought the whole thing through from soup to nuts, from the end to end. They help with the planning, surveying, rebates and incentives, and then the actual supply, getting the supply to where you're at, and then the actual install, working with a local installer, and then commissioning, and then there's going to be training, maintenance program, and assistance. So, this is a complete end-to-end solution that we've talked about already, and that, they've got everything pretty much all buttoned up in one location. The product warranty structure, so it varies between the AC product warranties and the DC product warranties. And you can see some of the warranty coverages that you can view at a later time, or if you want to, you can pause the video. I'm not going to go through every single scenario, but basically whatever your needs are as far as the warranty goes, it's not going to be just, hey, we installed it and then we're down the road in the next one. They're really about customer service and making sure that your EV charging station is up and running at all. So again, they have a service cloud. They have 800 lines 24/7. Support is usually responsive within 24 hours. So there's different tiers, if you will, with the service. There's also so there's tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, and then there's remote troubleshooting and online diagnostics. Some of those things are very important because of what's happening. So again, depending on what kind of service you need, they've got that covered. And I think the more important thing is that 95% of the errors and warnings that your charger might be displaying can be solved remotely from someone else. So that's good to know. As you see here, they're no stranger to success. We see their ratings through Energy SAR, the FCC. They're UL and CSA certified in the United States and Canada. And then you can see some of their awards that they've reaped not only in the United States, but also in multiple countries. You see Poland, Germany, Madrid. So they're no stranger to success. And then we have the product certifications that they've, so they're well qualified to handle EV chargers and charging stations. Again, there's a sustainability commitment, is that for every charger that they sell, they're going to plant a tree in behalf of the clients to help give back to the communities on Earth. More to this company that, this very short video was not going to go into extreme detail. There'll be more information coming out sooner than later, but we want to be confident that when we get involved with a company, that they have the infrastructure to actually put these things in place and get things moving. So I appreciate your time and watching our video, and I invite you to get started with us